Welcome back to The Deep Dive, the show where we take your sources, dig deep, and unearth the most fascinating insights.
Great to be here.
Today, we're venturing into a region most people instantly associate with vibrant, juicy red wines. Beaujolais.
Gamay country.
Exactly. But get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew.
Mm.
The world's most celebrated white grape, Chardonnay, is having a quiet but powerful moment here, subtly redefining centuries of tradition.
It really is. It's fascinating stuff.
Our mission is to uncover why this unexpected partnership is flourishing, what these wines truly taste like, and most importantly, why the secret of Beaujolais should definitely be on your radar.
Yeah, definitely worth exploring.
So let's get into it.
It's an absolute captivating topic, and it forces us, to rethink our assumptions about regions.
Right.
Beaujolais has, for so long, been synonymous with Gamay and its light, approachable reds.
Totally.
But this isn't just a fleeting trend. It's a deeply significant shift that's redefining the region's future. While Chardonnay wasn't entirely absent before, it often played a supporting role for basic wines or, sparkling bases.
Right. Kind of hidden.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now visionary producers are elevating it to excellence.
And what kind of style are we talking about? Is it like Burgundy?
Well, that's where it gets exciting. We're not talking about those opulent, oaky Burgundian Chardonnays.
Okay.
Instead, imagine something that uniquely reflects the crisp freshness and vitality of Beaujolais granite and clay limestone soils.
That's a perfect image to set the stage. Because at the heart of any truly great wine, it all comes back to the land, doesn't it?
It really does. It's all about the terroir.
So how do Beaujolais' unique soils and climate actually leave their profound signature on its Chardonnay?
That's right. And what's so remarkable about Beaujolais is its unique geological dichotomy, which directly sculpts the wine's sensory profile.
A dichotomy, how so?
Well, if you travel north, especially into the famous crusts like Brouilly, Morgan, Fleury, and Moulin Avant.
The big names.
Exactly. You'll find ancient, resilient granite. This rock, rich in quartz, gives Chardonnay a vibrant, almost electric acidity and a striking minerality.
Minerality, like flinty.
Yeah, think notes of flint, wet chalk, even a touch of sea salt.
Wow.
And the granite's excellent drainage capacity forces the vine roots deep, leading to smaller, more concentrated grapes.
Okay, deeper roots, smaller grapes.
And this concentration is precisely what builds the intensity, structural complexity, and surprising longevity you find in these Chardonnays.
Longevity, too. Interesting.
Yeah, this isn't just a simple white wine. It's a geological whisper from the earth,
So the granite soils are all about that intense minerality and capacity to age. But does the soil composition remain consistent across Beaujolais, or do we find different profiles in the southern areas?
No, it's quite different down south.
Okay.
As you move south, Beaujolais features a greater presence of clay and limestone.
Clay and limestone, right. Different properties.
Completely. Clay, with its superior ability to retain water and nutrients, encourages larger berries.
Which means
This translates into wines with a fuller body, a rounder texture, and a more pronounced fruity expression.
so less minerality, more fruit.
Generally, yeah. Here, you'll often pick up notes of ripe tropical fruits like peach and pineapple, sometimes complemented by a creamy freshness, and perhaps hints of spices and vanilla, especially if there's been some subtle oak influence.
Okay, so a real contrast.
Absolutely. This geological diversity is absolutely crucial for understanding the potential complexity and range of Beaujolais Chardonnay.
It's incredible how the ground beneath your feet can dictate such different styles within the same region.
It truly is.
But we've covered the soil. What about the sky? How does Beaujolais' climate, with all its variations, contribute to this Chardonnay story?
The climate. It's truly a mosaic in Beaujolais.
Yeah, mosaic.
Yeah, it's predominantly continental, meaning, often cold winters and warm summers.
Right.
But it's softened by influences from the Central Mountain Range to the west and the Saône River Valley to the east.
Okay, so influences from both sides.
Exactly. And this creates an array of fascinating microclimates. Altitude, for example, is a game changer.
How does altitude affect it?
Higher elevations maintain consistently cooler temperatures and experience a greater diurnal range.
That big swing between day and night temps.
Precisely. That's a significant difference. And this is absolutely vital for preserving the grape's natural acidity,
Keeps it fresh.
leading to more elegant wines with greater aromatic complexity and a serious capacity for aging.
Okay, so higher equals more elegant, potentially age-worthy. What about lower down?
Conversely, lower elevations see faster maturation, higher sugar levels,
More ripeness.
and thus produce more full-bodied wines with potentially higher alcohol and more exuberant, opulent fruit profiles.
And sun exposure must play a role, too.
Absolutely. It's key.
Mhm.
South-facing vineyards soak up more sunlight for longer
Makes
periods,
sense.
leading to fuller, more concentrated maturation. These wines will show greater color intensity, richer aromas, and a denser texture. Meanwhile, vineyards facing east or west, or those with partial shade, might have a more prolonged, gradual maturation.
Slower ripening.
Yeah, and this slower pace can develop more complex aromatic profiles and a more pronounced acidity, often lending the wines a distinct mineral and citrus character.
So many variables.
It's true. The intricate dance of soil, climate, altitude, and sun exposure creates a surprising range of sensory profiles for Beaujolais Chardonnay.
Fun.
From those fresh, mineral, and citrusy styles to the fuller-bodied, opulent ones with notes of ripe stone fruits.
Wow.
It's not just about what's underfoot, but also what's overhead, creating an incredible spectrum.
That's a perfect summation of how nature shapes these wines. But how do these specific regional differences translate to the final expression in the glass, especially when we talk about Beaujolais' famous Crus?
That's the real question for the drinker, isn't it? What do you actually taste?
Exactly.
And the 10 Beaujolais Crus in particular offer ideal conditions to showcase this.
Like Fleury or Moulin Avant.
Yes, exactly. In those granitic soils, common in Crus like Fleury and Moulin Avant, Chardonnay develops a penetrating acidity and that signature minerality.
The wet stone flinty thing.
That's it. Notes of wet stone, flint, and an almost saline touch all about purity and freshness.
Okay. And Beaujolais villages.
When you move to Beaujolais villages, with its broader mix of granite, clay, and sometimes limestone, you'll discover more versatile and fruit-forward wines.
Fruit forward, like apples and pears.
Yes, expect aromas of white flesh fruits like apple and pear, bright citrus, and maybe delicate floral hints.
Sounds lovely.
And even within smaller micro-terroirs like Sonnemour and Chablis, you can find Chardonnays with surprising personality,
Oh, really?
from exotic fruit nuances to subtle honey and spice. These white wines truly are a promising yet largely unexplored facet of the region, offering incredible value.
So once these distinctive grapes are nurtured in the vineyard, how do winemakers transform them into these surprising Beaujolais Chardonnays? It sounds like a symphony of tradition and innovation is at play here.
Absolutely, it starts in the vineyard. From the moment the grapes are on the vine, viticulture is meticulously tailored for Chardonnay.
How so? Pruning.
Yeah, this means rigorous pruning and yield control, prioritizing quality over quantity to concentrate sugars, acids, and aromatic compounds.
Makes sense. Quality over quantity.
Leaf management is also key for optimal ripening. And the harvest, crucially, happens at the ideal moment,
Timing is everything.
often before Gamay, actually, to lock in that vibrant acidity and fruit vitality.
Before gamey. Interesting.
Yeah. Then, once in the cellar, winemaking techniques further sculpt the wine's final profile.
Okay, let's talk techniques. What are some of those key choices that give these wines their character?
Well, one of the most significant stylistic choices is whether to perform malolactic fermentation or FML.
Ah, mellow. Big impact, right?
Huge impact. If winemakers choose FML, it softens the wine's naturally crisp acidity.
Makes it rounder.
Exactly, giving it a velvety texture and a beautiful roundness on the palate with a creamy, rich quality.
And what about the aromas? Butter?
Definitely. This process also develops complex, savory aromas like butter, butterscotch, or
Yep.
even buttered popcorn,
Oh, popcorn.
alongside notes of toasted hazelnut, brioche, or fresh bread. This approach is usually reserved for Chardonnays intended to be fuller and more age-worthy.
And if they skip FML, what's the result?
Then you preserve everything. Without FML, the wine retains its original, vibrant, and crisp acidity,
Sharper.
much sharper, truly highlighting the pure primary fruit aromas and the mineral expression of the soil.
So more like green apple and lemon.
You got it. Pronounced notes of green apple, pear, and lemon, with a distinct minerality, perhaps like that wet stone or chalk.
So that's for the fresher styles.
Exactly. Favored for those fresher, purer, and more exhilarating styles.
I'm also curious about oak barrels. Given the emphasis on freshness in Beaujolais, how are they used with Chardonnay? Is it heavy oak?
That's a good question. Oak barrels can certainly add depth and structure, contributing aromas like vanilla, sweet spices such as nutmeg and cinnamon, toasted notes.
The usual suspects.
Right. Reminiscent of bread and coffee, caramel, and sometimes a subtle smoky touch.
But you said it's different in Beaujolais.
Yes, the Beaujolais trend, however, is to prioritize older or larger volume oak barrels.
Ah, so less new oak influence.
Precisely. The objective isn't to overpower the fruit, but to subtly enhance it, adding nuances like a hint of creaminess or discrete spices,
Letting the grape speak.
allowing the Chardonnay's inherent character to truly shine through.
Okay, that makes sense for the region style. And what about batonnage? I've heard that term. What does that do?
Batonnage, yeah, or lees stirring. It's a meticulous technique where winemakers gently stir the wine with the spent yeast
Oh,
cells
lees.
that
Yeah.
settle at the bottom of the tank or barrel. This dance enriches the wine.
How does it enrich it? Texture,
Mm.
aromas.
Both. It adds lovely bready or nutty aromas and creates a wonderfully silky, full texture in your mouth.
So it adds complexity.
Definitely. It essentially makes the wine feel more luxurious and complex while also stabilizing it and protecting it from oxidation.
So it really rounds out the wine. And for those aiming for the purest expression, no oak, no FML, no stirring, just the grape.
Exactly that. For those seeking the purest, most pristine expression, winemaking in stainless steel tanks, often referred to as inox,
Inox, right.
is ideal. This method avoids any influence from oak or FML, preserving a sharp, refreshing acidity, vibrant citrus, and crisp green apple aromas, along with a distinct minerality.
Pure Beaujolais Chardonnay.
Pretty much. These wines are clean, bright, and truly allow the essence of the Beaujolais terroir to be fully expressed.
Now let's talk about what these wines actually taste like in your glass. Let's frame this as a comparison, maybe. Pitting Beaujolais Chardonnay against some of the global giants to really understand its unique identity.
That's a great way to think about it. Beaujolais Chardonnays really stand out for their vibrant and refreshing acidity.
That seems key.
It's a cornerstone that lends them liveliness and longevity. A notable minerality is another distinctive trait.
From the
Yeah, a direct result of the region's dominant granitic soil, which can impart notes of flint, a saline touch, and an almost alpine freshness.
alpine freshness, I like that.
On the palate, you'll primarily find aromas of fresh white fruit, crisp green apple, juicy pear, delicate white peach, often accompanied by bright citrus and subtle floral nuances. And crucially, minimal or no oak is typical.
Right, letting the fruit and terroir shine.
Exactly.
That sounds like a beautiful contrast to some of the more well-known Chardonnays. How does it compare to, say, Burgundy, its neighbor?
It's fascinating how diverse Chardonnay can be, even within France.
Mm.
In Burgundy, you take Chablis, in the northernmost part.
Famous for minerality.
Totally. Famous for its cutting acidity and intense minerality, often described as whetstone or oyster shell, largely due to its unique Kimmeridgian limestone soil.
Very specific soil.
Very. These are pure, austere in youth, and can develop notes of honey and hazelnut with age, usually without dominant oak.
Okay, so lean and mineral. What about further south in Burgundy, Côte de Beaune?
Different world. Moving south to the Côte de Beaune, regions like Meursault and Poligny-Montrachet offer much more opulent and complex Chardonnays.
Richer, oakier.
Definitely. Here you'll find notes of toasted butter, fresh brioche, toasted hazelnut, and sweet spices like vanilla and cinnamon. FML is common. New oak is used extensively.
The full treatment.
Pretty much. Resulting in full-bodied wines with remarkable aging potential. Big difference from Beaujolais.
Huge difference. And how about the New World? California or Australia, for example. What's the contrast there?
That's a great question because New World Chardonnays from places like California or Australia present a very different, often more exuberant profile.
More fruit forward.
Very much so.
Yeah.
You'll often find ripe tropical fruit, think pineapple, mango, passion fruit, peach, or melon. Big, bold fruit.
And oak.
They frequently feature a more pronounced presence of oak, contributing vanilla, toasted coconut, caramel, and baking spices, often quite noticeable. These wines typically have an unctuous, voluptuous texture, a fuller body, and often more restrained acidity compared to Beaujolais or Chablis.
So Beaujolais Chardonnay really offers something different then.
Absolutely. It offers a wonderfully refreshing and mineral alternative to these global references, a unique spot on the Chardonnay map.
So Beaujolais Chardonnay really carves out its own niche in the global market. But when we're actually tasting it, what should we be looking for in each phase? Like visual, nose, palate?
Good question. Visually, you'll typically see a straw yellow color with greenish reflections.
Hinting at freshness.
Exactly, indicating freshness and youth, and it should be clear and bright.
Okay. And on the nose?
On the nose, the primary aromas will often be green apple and white peach, along with white flowers like acacia and orange blossom.
Delicate notes.
Usually, yes.
Yeah.
Secondary aromas might include notes of yeast or bread if the wine was aged sur lie.
From the lees contact.
Right. Or butter and lactic notes if it underwent FML.
Got it.
And If it has seen some oak or aging, you might detect tertiary aromas like toasted notes, vanilla, spices, dried fruits, or maybe a hint of honey.
Okay, layers of complexity potentially, and then tasting it.
Gustatively, the wine should have a fresh and crisp acidity that's key.
The backbone.
Definitely. A light to medium body, generally, good persistence of fruit and floral flavors, and overall harmony.
Then the finish.
The finish should be clean, fruity, and lightly mineral. Refreshing.
Now that we know what to look for, how do we bring these wines to the table? Beaujolais Chardonnay seems to have remarkable versatility.
It really does. Its versatility is one of its greatest strengths, allowing for perfect harmonization whether you're looking for similarity, contrast, or complementarity in flavors and textures.
Okay, break that down. Similarity.
Similarity is about uniting resembling flavors. For example, the wine's natural citrus notes pair beautifully with lemon-based sauces.
Like fish with lemon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A delicate white fish with citrus beurre blanc, or a creamy lemon risotto. The wine's inherent creaminess, especially if it's seen some batonnage,
Right, the lees stirring.
can be mirrored by dishes like roasted chicken with a rich mushroom sauce. Like
That makes perfect sense, finding things that enhance each other. What about using contrast? How does that work?
contrast is about balancing opposing flavors and textures. It can be really effective.
Light.
The wine's vibrant acidity, for instance, can cut through richness, beautifully cleansing the palate when paired with something like a rich pâté, a creamy brie, or a cream-based pasta.
Ah, cuts the fat.
Precisely. This acidity in fruit can also provide a delightful contrast to saltiness, making it superb with oysters or salted cod.
Oysters. Classic.
And then complementarity creates a whole new dimension of flavor.
How's that different from similarity?
It's more about creating something new together. For example, the minerality often found in Beaujolais Chardonnay can surprisingly enhance salty foods, adding an extra layer of complexity you might not expect. It's not just balancing, it's creating a new sensation.
Interesting. So what does this mean for you listening in terms of what to eat with these wines? Give us some direct advice.
Certainly. Let's get practical. For Chardonnay without oak, or inox styles, with their crisp acidity and fresh fruit profile.
The lean ones.
Right. Ideal pairings include oysters, steamed shrimp, grilled scallops, sashimi, ceviche, or grilled sole. Think light and fresh.
Seafood mostly.
Often, yes. Or light salads like a caprese salad, or fresh goat cheese and ricotta.
Okay, now for Chardonnay with oak, the richer style.
Right, those showing toasted, buttery, and vanilla notes with a more robust structure.
What works there?
Consider roasted white meats like chicken or turkey, perhaps with a fruit-based sauce.
Chicken or turkey.
Creamy risottos like mushroom, goat cheese, or asparagus are excellent,
Risotto, good call.
as are rich pasta sauces like fettuccine alfredo. And for cheeses, soft, medium-aged options such as brie, camembert, emmental, and gruyere also pair beautifully.
Lots of options. Any specific recipe suggestions to try at home?
Absolutely. A classic roasted chicken with herbs and lemon would be fantastic with an unoaked Chardonnay.
The freshness cuts the richness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For an oaked or FML Chardonnay,
Yeah.
an asparagus and goat cheese risotto would be sublime.
Yeah.
A simple grilled whitefish with butter and capers truly shines with an unoaked style, highlighting its delicate flavors.
Simple and clean.
Seared scallops with butter and sage sauce would complement a lightly oaked Chardonnay beautifully. And honestly, a varied cheese board offers something for every versatile Beaujolais Chardonnay. You can't really go wrong.
Great suggestions. So what does this all mean for the future of wine? Is Beaujolais about to become the next big thing for Chardonnay? It sounds like a silent revolution is truly underway.
It genuinely feels like it is. Chardonnay and Beaujolais is moving, from being a mere curiosity to a very concrete promise.
The promise.
Yeah, there's vast, still largely unexplored potential here, driven by a growing global demand for terroir-driven, fresh, mineral, and elegant wines.
Which Beaujolais Chardonnay fits perfectly.
Exactly. It offers a truly captivating and high-value alternative, challenging the established perception of the region as a Gamay-only domain,
Right, breaking the stereotype.
and delivering a pure, vibrant, and distinctly mineral style that people are really starting to look for.
And for you who are curious, who are the pioneers making this happen, pushing this new frontier? Who should we look out for?
Oh, many innovative producers are indeed leading this charge. You've got people like Jules Desjournées.
Heard of him? The Alchemist?
Yeah, that's the one. Often called the alchemist of Beaujolais. He follows an uncompromising biodynamic philosophy, crafting pure, mineral complex, and age-worthy Beaujolais villages blanc,
And minimal oak.
always avoiding excessive oak. Then there's Georges Duboeuf, a huge name, a global ambassador for Beaujolais.
Of course.
His Château du Châtelard Cuvée C4 de Chardonnay Beaujolais Blanc is known for its light, fresh, fruity, floral, direct, mineral, and vibrant character. Very accessible.
Good starting point, maybe.
Could be. Then you have Domaine Jean-Claude Lapalou, an organic and natural wine producer. His Beaujolais Villages Blanc is fresh, vibrant, acidic, mineral, citrus, full of white fruit notes.
Natural wine approach.
Yes. And Château de Bachelard in Fleury produces limited, biodynamic Chardonnay, highly valued for its purity and reflection of the granitic soil and microclimate. Really terroir-focused.
Sounds high-end.
It is quite special. Finally, Maison Jeanmont, or Domaine des Maisonneuves, combines tradition and modern techniques for their limited Chardonnay production, exploring the potential of other terroirs within their properties.
So a real range of producers.
Definitely. These producers show that Beaujolais Chardonnay, though still a minority, offers a unique and diverse style, well worth seeking out and exploring. There's real excitement there.
What an incredible deep dive. We've journeyed from the unexpected discovery of Chardonnay thriving in Beaujolais, explored its unique granite and clay limestone terroir,
Quite the journey.
delved into the careful balance of tradition and innovation in its vinification, understood its distinct taste profile compared to global powerhouses, and uncovered its remarkable versatility in food pairing.
Covered a lot of ground.
You've just been given a shortcut to being well-informed about a truly exciting and often overlooked corner of the wine world.
Hopefully a useful one.
We encourage you to seek out these hidden white gems from Beaujolais and experience them for yourself. So what does this all mean for your next wine adventure?
Well, perhaps a final thought. The emergence of Beaujolais Chardonnay challenges us to rethink not just what a region is capable of, but also our own assumptions about familiar grapes, doesn't it?
It really does.
Perhaps the greatest discoveries in wine aren't always in the most famous places, but where tradition meets innovation, often in unexpected corners.
A great point.
So what other regions might be hiding similar surprising treasures, just waiting to be uncovered by those willing to explore beyond the usual suspects? Something to think about.
Definitely food for thought.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.